what's up? It's Olivia. So today I am bringing to you a video I am so excited about. I'm going to be talking about vlogging tips on your Disney college program. Now you guys sent me in some questions. I've also been brainstorming and I realized that there's so much stuff I want to cover that I'm actually going to make this a series. So this is video 1 and today we're going to cover the tech side of vlogging. So you guys have asked me about cheap ways as far as equipment, video editing software, and so I'm going to talk about all things production as well as having a YouTube channel, getting music, dealing with copyright, all of that stuff. So that's today's video, and then in an upcoming video I will address topics such as how do you become confident when vlogging, how do you come up with new content. Anyway, that's gonna be coming up, so make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see those as well. Alrighty, so first we're gonna talk about camera equipment. You guys asked me how to make it cheap. This is how you make it cheap. Use your cell phone. Use what you already have. Until December 2017, I only used my cell phone to film. So my video that has 300-something thousand views on it was filmed with this phone. So if you're gonna vlog on your DCP, I do recommend getting a small handheld tripod. I will link 2 down below. The one that I got was like $12. It was honestly maybe the same size as my phone. I don't have it with me, unfortunately. But you just put it on like that and you hold it, and it's basically for stabilization. That's the point of a tripod. I'm also gonna link below a like $18 tripod from Amazon, but what it does, it's not really for like setting down, because when you set it down it's kind of flimsy. It's for making stabilization while you're vlogging. Now, while you're vlogging in the parks, it is totally fine to use your front-facing camera. However, if you're gonna do any sit-down videos, I highly recommend using the back-facing camera. Now, what people don't understand or realize is that it takes practice to learn where to look on your camera. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up your camera. What I would do is usually put it on like a windowsill, and then you wanna angle it down a little bit. So I would put like a nail polish in front of it so it's angled down. That's just the best angle versus doing it up or doing it straight across if it's angled down a little bit. And then you know how on your cell phone, so like that's the camera, but where exactly are you supposed to look? So you need to do practice tests and like literally look at different parts of the camera and say, okay, I'm looking at the bottom silver part around my camera. Okay, I'm looking at the black circle on my camera. I'm looking at the top silver part. I'm looking at the white in between the flash and the camera. And that way you can see where you're actually looking at, what looks best, because from my experience, when you look straight at like the black circle on a cell phone camera, it looked like I was looking down like that. It looked like I was looking down instead of actually looking at the thing. And then likewise, you don't want to be looking a little bit ahead of it like that. Like you want to practice so you know, am I looking a little bit that way? Am I looking a little bit that way? Okay, where am I looking? So that's what you do. Set it up, figure that out. Use the back camera again if you're going to do any sit down videos. Angle it down on something, have good natural lighting. That's a big thing too. Like right now I have my window, I'm sitting right in front of that. I will talk about the camera I use on this program in a moment, but first I'm also going to talk about some free video software you can use. So Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, whether you have a PC or a Mac, both of those are completely fine to use. I've only had my new editing software for a little over a year. So again, all of the videos I had done before that, the one that has 300-something thousand views was made with Windows Movie Maker, with using the front-facing camera on my phone, with me not even looking at the camera because I didn't even realize. I really like Windows Movie Maker. I think as far as speeding up the video, like if you want to do like a time lapse, that's incredibly easy, as is slowing it down. You can add music. The only thing it cannot do, sorry, the airport is like really close to my house, and so I always see planes flying super low, and it's still getting used to that. But anyway, the only thing that Movie Maker can't do is do picture-in-picture, which I'll put an example of it right here. This is picture-in-picture, meaning you put something else on the screen while you're talking. So iMovie can do that, but I don't suggest like purchasing a Mac just so you have iMovie, because I did that once and I really hated it coming from a PC and having a phone that was not Apple. It was too difficult transferring the files over from this to an Apple product. But Apple is fine if you already have that. iMovie works great. I believe DaVinci Resolve is also a free editing software. Now what I personally currently use is Sony Vegas 14 to edit my videos. I am a PC user, like I said, so if you have Mac, usually Final Cut Pro is what you're going to use. It's only a couple $100, you buy it outright. Again, if you're only vlogging the DCP, don't buy Final Cut Pro. Wait and make sure you actually want to do this and do it long term before spending hundreds of dollars on editing software. But I use Sony Vegas 14. The other main editing software for PCs is Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Premiere is the one that you want to learn if you want to do this like industry someday. So all the different companies out there, whether it's a university or Disney or anywhere, if you're going to be a videographer, you need to know how to edit with Adobe Premiere. But again, that might be too much right now. I'm just letting you know what all is out there. But if you are going to use Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere, you have to upgrade your laptop. So I actually have a gaming PC. I don't game, but that's what has the correct processor, the NVIDIA chip. But again, if you're using something free, if you're using iMovie, if you're using Windows Movie Maker, you don't need to upgrade your laptop. I'm just saying, for the future, and again, just so you know what's out there, if you want to upgrade your video software, that usually means also upgrading your computer to something that can actually handle that. As far as cameras, this time I did use a Canon G7X Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. This is the kind of camera that all of the vloggers use, so like That's Your Joe, Pointless Vlogs, all of the big vloggers. This is the camera that they use. Now this goes on retail for like $700, I want to say. I bought it refurbished on Amazon for like $400 something. So I'll put the link to that below if you are interested in this. And I purchased this before I went to Disney. So I had already been vlogging for quite a while, and I used a month's paycheck from YouTube to fund this. And then I personally got this little pixie pod from Manfrotto. This is what it looks like. This is the tripod that I really like. The other popular one is called GorillaPod by Joby. I like this one because it's just nice and small. So this fits on top of it. It's sturdy. This, if you push that in, you can like change this, which ends up changing like the angle of your camera, which is really great. And then when you place it down like that, it's pretty sturdy. If you were to place it on a table or something like that, it's pretty sturdy. Oh, I also wanted to mention, a lot of times when I filmed with my cell phone as well, especially using it on the windowsill and everything without the tripods, because the tripods for cell phones are like super flimsy. They're not meant to like put up like this and like set it on a table and film like that. Stack books, stack tissue boxes. I would always stack like tissue boxes and put this on top. So that's something else to keep in mind as well. So this is the camera that I used this last time. The fact that this can do this is called mirrorless. So a lot of times you're gonna see the Canon G7X Mark II compared with this Sony product that basically looks the same, but it's a little bit cheaper. Now I was seriously considering getting the Sony, but then when I looked closer into the reviews, this one is much better with low light situations. And when you're at Disney, if you're inside it all, like at Frozen Ever After, like on certain rides, it's dark inside. When you're at the fireworks, when you're at Fantasmic, when you're inside or at night at Disney, you want something that picks up low light. So if you want to forgo the cell phone camera and you want to level up your game a little bit, then I definitely recommend getting the Canon G7X Mark II. Next on the agenda, making the YouTube channel itself. Now what I highly suggest, whether you have already started a YouTube channel or you're brand new, start a new one for the Disney journey. My strategy personally was, I'll start my YouTube channel before my freshman year of college, which I did. I will build up an audience that will go with me on the DCP, and then I'll gain an audience from that, and then they'll follow me along as I continue to do college content. But that's not how it works, and anyone who has done a DCP vlog and then tried to keep it up after their program has ended will tell you that your audience will not carry over to the new content. So definitely make a different channel, and then likewise, if you have a Disney channel and then you end your program and you want to continue vlogging, but it's not Disney related, make another channel, because there's a really good chance your audiences are not going to overlap. Let's now talk about music. So the #1 way to get free music for your YouTube videos is through the YouTube creator library or the audio library. You go into a creator studio, you go down, click on create, it'll take you to the audio library, and it has a ton of different songs for you to choose from that you can download for free and use for free. Now, as people in the DCP were really tempted to use fun Disney music for an intro or an outro, but the thing is, YouTube has been cracking down incredibly hard on copyright strikes. And while in the past you could have up to 30 seconds of a certain song before it would flag you, that's not the case anymore. I have like maybe 7 seconds of the song Happily Ever After in my DCP graduation video, and it's copyright and flagged and cannot be monetized because there's like 7 seconds of that song in it. Also, something to keep in mind as well is that with the copyright material stuff, if you watch Fantasmic, if you film it, if you film Festival of the Lion King, if you film any of the Disney shows that actually like sell that soundtrack, like you could go on iTunes and like purchase and order that soundtrack, it will flag it for copyright, even though you're like live at the event, not, you know, voicing over or putting this like audio content on top of your video, they will flag it. So in that same DCP graduation video, even though I never have 30 consecutive seconds at a time of Fantasmic, because there are pieces in it that it picked up that, oh, this is from the audio track, even though it's not the audio track, I'm at the real thing, it's copyrighted and I cannot monetize that video. Now, I keep talking about monetizing, so YouTube did roll out this new thing, this new policy at the beginning of the year, where you have to have 1,000 subscribers and have over 250,000 minutes of watch time before your channel can be enabled for monetization. So depending on how your vlogging and your program goes, you might not reach that immediately, but let's say over time, over the seasons, people do keep watching your videos and you reach that subscriber count and you reach that view count, you don't want to like hinder yourself from being able to make money off those videos by constantly using Disney music. So now all your stuff is copyrighted. Yeah, so just do your best to not do anything copyrighted while it's not being monetized. Like, it doesn't matter, but if you ever want to monetize in the future, then it will matter. Alright, so you have now filmed your video on whatever equipment you have edited it, you are now putting in the music. When you're ready to upload, you now have to make the thumbnail. Now, a lot of people use this website, it's called Monkey something or Chimp something, I don't remember, but it's a subscription service, like you have to pay each month to use this. Don't do that. The point of this is to be able to vlog without spending all your money doing it. So a website that I use is fotor.com, F-O-T-O-R.com. It's free. There are a lot of ads on the sides, but it's a really good program. Even with all of the free content, there's like premium content you can pay for. I don't pay for any of that, but there's all the different fonts, colors, you can do some photo editing. Oh, and to make thumbnails, in case again you're like brand new to this and want to vlog, so you can take like a picture from just the day and like have that as your thumbnail. But what I typically do, what most people do, is at the end of the video, after you wave goodbye or whatever, you sit in front of the camera and you make different faces and poses, and then when you go into your editing software at the end and you cut it, you can take screenshots of that. So at the end of the video, I'll sit here and go like that and like take screenshots of those, choose whichever one I like best, and that's how I make my thumbnail. So you take the screenshot, you go to fotor.com, you can upload that JPEG and then place it right on the picture, and then add whatever you want on it. You can go to Google Images and download Disney emojis and put the Disney emojis on your thumbnail, and then save it high resolution, download it to your computer, and then you can put it as a custom thumbnail on your YouTube channel when you're uploading the video. Now, the customization of the thumbnail is something that you do have to enable. I don't think you have to reach a certain amount of anything to be able to customize it, but it is something that you will have to go into once you actually make your channel. The other option, if you don't want to use fotor.com, is you can use PowerPoint. So you just open a PowerPoint presentation, you place the picture that you put on there, and then you just play around, make whatever thumbnail you want, and then you can save an individual slide as a JPEG, and then again upload it to your YouTube video. Those are two easy ways to have customizable thumbnails. But one thing to mention is So there's this thing called SEO, which is search engine optimization, and that's how people find your videos. So this has to do with how you title your video, what you put in the description, what you put in the tags, the metadata of your video, which I know you're like, what the heck is that? Because I didn't know either. So what you should do is, if you want your videos to be found, at least, go check out Sunny Lenarduzzi's channel, as well as Sean Cannell and Think Media, and I'll link their channels below. But they have a lot of videos about how to up the SEO of your video. You want to be searchable. When people are looking for new vloggers to follow during the season, you want yours to be the first one to pop up when they search DCP Spring 2019 or whatever program you are doing. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys feel like you now know what stuff you need for your program and what you don't. If you found this helpful, please share it. Share it in the DCP vlogging group, share it in whatever Spring 2019 Advantage group you have so that everyone can know what kind of techie things they need for vlogging on their DCP. Alright, if you have any more questions about this stuff, please comment them down below. Like I said, in the next video in this series, I will be talking more about what kind of content you're actually filming, how to film in front of people, all of that. So if you have any questions regarding that, comment it down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Keep dreaming out loud. If you've made it this far in the program, comment Figment. Comment down below, Figment the purple dragon. Comment that down below. I will heart your comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Keep dreaming out loud, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!